Hello, happy Friday. Welcome back. Or welcome to my channel for the first time. My name's Heather Ann, and this is a variety channel where I post videos about whatever I happen to feel like at the moment. Right now, that's mostly budgeting videos, but I also post homeschool ideas and sometimes crafts and just things that interest me that I have time for at the moment. I have very little time for my YouTube hobby because I have two little girls, of which I'm homeschooling. I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, and they are always around, so you will definitely hear them in the background. You might hear my dog in the background. You might hear me say, I'm sorry, I'm pausing this recording again, which has been a godsend. It's learning how to pause while recording. It's really helped me to get a little bit more videos out. But anyway, right now I am on a journey with our budgeting and financial peace. I'm doing Financial Peace University with Dave Ramsey, and I just finished step 2, which is paying off all of your debt except for your mortgage. So this is our first paycheck since then. So this will be my first week. Instead of paying debt, I'm going to be starting to save up a larger emergency fund, which I'm really excited for. So in his baby steps, it says for step 3, you would save up to 3 to 6 months of expenses in case of emergency, such as if someone were to get hurt and not be able to work, or a tree falls on the house, or who knows, an emergency. So through the class, I learned that for our family, it would be best to save up 6 months, which was very intimidating, but we are a single income family of 4. My husband works outside the home, and I stay home with our small children, and I homeschool our oldest daughter, and I take care of the budget in the house and all those things. So for us, it would be very important to have a larger emergency fund in case of emergency, because let's say something as simple as if my husband were to break his leg, he wouldn't be able to work at all. For our income, we really greatly rely on not just him working his standard 40-hour work week, but overtime. So we have a different income every paycheck, which makes budgeting, fun. But yeah, so if even something little were to happen to impair my husband's ability to work and earn a paycheck, we'd be really screwed, basically. So we determined that we need a 6-month emergency fund. And while that was totally intimidating, the way I decided to do it is I'm going to break it down. And first, we're going to save up 1 month, and then we're going to save up 2 months combined, and then we'll move on and save up 3 months combined, and then 1 + 2 + 3 is 6 months. Please excuse my doggy. Hold on. Okay, so not only is it exciting that we are starting this today, but it's particularly exciting because my family just had a really rough January, and we had so many financial hits, and to the point where I was so worried that we weren't going to make it to the end of our paycheck. And because we had started budgeting back in October, and I had started setting stuff aside when our number of financial emergencies hit us, not only were we able to make it to the end of the paycheck, but we were able to absorb them and rebuild our initial $1,000. Well, actually, we had a $1,200 emergency fund, and be fine. And now, there was one more paycheck of kind of transition, and then our tax return came in, and I was able to pay off all of the rest of our debt with that. And it's just very comforting that even if we weren't at this step, it was we survived completely unexpected, really hard financial month, and we're fine. And now we're still moving forward because of the hard work that we've been putting into budgeting. So anyway, typically in my videos, I use real cash to stuff into my envelopes, but so what I'm doing is my debt snowball that I was using to pay for debt, which was $350 a month was how much we were paying towards debt. I am now putting that in towards our emergency fund savings. We get 2 paychecks a month typically. My husband gets paid bi-weekly. So I divided that by 2, and it came out to $175. But then when I was doing math and figuring out my envelopes, I figured out, first off, I'm using these month ahead trackers from Hey K Budgets. And I initially saw this on, of course, Pink Plum Budgeting. And totally losing my train of thought while my kids run around me. Sorry. Yes, I can close that again. Did I mention that they're always here? There you go. Go have fun. Go ahead. So I discovered that if I put 2 in each little envelope, then that I have 11 envelopes, and that worked out evenly. If I added in one more dollar, then I could do $16 per envelope. So what I'm going to do is I am assigning $16 per envelope to fill them each paycheck. And then as one gets filled, so for example, this one, our monthly expense is Google One, which is like $4. That's only 4 boxes. So this first day, this tracker is going to be completely full. So then any extra money, I'm not going to need $16. I'm only going to need 4. So I'll have $12 left over, which will go into this one, which will also be completely full. Does that make sense? So as I pay them off, then I will be adding more money into the next envelope. It'll be snowballing, as it were, until I have a whole month of expenses paid off. So like I said, I typically use real money, but I set this up as a direct deposit into our emergency savings account. So I don't have real money here, but also since this is my first time doing it, I was like worried that I would somehow mess up the snowball somehow. So I pulled some Monopoly money from my daughter's Monopoly Junior game just as kind of like a placeholder so I don't confuse myself. So I've got 1s and 5s, so I've got $176 worth. And I'm so excited to get started. I opened and looked at the bank this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, there's more money in my savings. I'm such a dork. Okay. Anyway, sorry, that was a lot of talking. I have some ADHD energy and I have been drinking an energy drink instead of coffee this morning. I didn't feel like making coffee, but I didn't feel like having a caffeine headache later. Okay, so first envelope is gonna get $16 and I'm gonna go with more singles for this one. So I'm gonna go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I did that right. So that's 10 and 6 is $16. And I'm gonna try and color these in like rainbow style. So today we're gonna start with red and we'll see how far we get. So that's gonna be 1. Baby, I'm a little busy at the moment. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's $4 towards this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna put these up here because I'm not gonna put them actually in there, you know. And then let's flip that over. How much goes on to this one? So that's gonna be $6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I'm never gonna eat that, really.
All right, so that is already going to be our first 2 bills paid off. I'm going to put $6 aside, and that means I have $6 left to already snowball into the second envelope. So that's so exciting. Now I arrange them obviously from smallest to largest. So that's how the snowball works. And the biggest one at the end is my mortgage, and that's the only one in that envelope. So you'll kind of see how that goes. All right, so now this one also gets 16. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll see how much we need. So this one has 13 on the first side. So we're gonna finish this one up today too. Oh, it helps if I take it out of the envelope. Are you waiting for me, baby, before I color? Do you need me to close? Lily, this is again really full. Look at this bag she keeps having me close. She has shoved all tons of stuff in there. What is this bag, Lily?
It's Hooks.
It's Hooks? Hook's bag? Like from Peter Pan?
No.
Who's Hook?
No, not Hook. I think
Not Hook?
she says it's my lunch.
It's your lunch? All right, it's Gwenny's lunch? All right, she packed lunch for Gwenny.
I'm never gonna eat it though.
Okay. Whew. So right now we have 1. Well, I know I have more than 13, so I guess I'm filling all of these up again, right? Because this is, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I have to count these out loud or I will get distracted. I mean, I know there's 13 on this one though, so I guess I don't really have to count these ones out loud because I know there's 13. I'm using all of them. So, okay. I cannot right now. You need to wait. All right, so that's 13. I'm going to put my 13 aside and see how much we have left for the other envelope. So that's 5, 10, Oh, and see, like, here's where I already have a problem that I'm running low on singles. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna switch this out and get 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, I grabbed exactly the right amount. What are the odds of that? Okay, so I need 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 13 here. I'm gonna close this little lunch bag again, and then we're gonna start on this side. Let me see this little bag. Thank you. This is the last time I'm closing it during my video, okay? Don't put anything else in it. It's all full. Look, it's even starting to rip. You see? You gotta be careful, okay? All right, so now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left for this envelope. So we're gonna go, there are 8 across. So I'm just gonna color this one first and then do my row. Oh, and you know what else I wanna do in this video today before I'm done? Don't let me forget. I keep forgetting to go and color off my cruise tracker. I paid a lot of money towards my cruise with the leftover money from my tax return check. So I want to make sure I pay that off too. So this will be the first one that isn't completely filled, but oh my gosh, we filled up 3 already. What a good like confidence boost. And I like already can't wait till next payday. Now I also am changing the way I budgeted a little bit. If you didn't see my previous video, check that out. So I kind of went through and was like, what are the absolute essentials that like, if we're having a rough week and I have no money for anything else, that like, I know I absolutely need this money for these things each week. And I decided on groceries, gas for our cars, setting money aside for our dog Nessie. She just had some medical scares in January. She started having seizures and you know, she's almost 14 and we love her to death. Oh, maybe bad choice of words right there. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. I can't do these things. I start talking and then I get distracted and do the wrong thing. Why didn't you warn me? All right, so wait, I was only supposed to be 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to white out those. Where's my white out? Okay, freeze. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I was only supposed to color in 9. Say naughty Heather. Totally, completely forgot what I was talking about too. Let's get to the end of my whiteout. Focus on what you're doing first, Heather. This is like ADHD life in a nutshell. You know what? I'm just gonna do a straight line across and then I'll redraw the boxes. That's smarter, right? Okay. Let that whiteout dry for a second. I'm gonna put this up over here. I'm gonna redraw these boxes. Doing a good thing. Start doing something else. Get distracted from initial good thing. It's all good things. All good things. But yeah, so after this, we're gonna go to the bank and run some errands. We're gonna pick up the rest of the cash. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Saying how we're changing. So like my essentials are going to be like groceries, gas. I have to keep money in like a fast food budget. So I keep like restaurants, like we're going out to eat as a family separate from our fast food budget. And I would prefer to not have a fast food budget at all. But with the nature of my husband's job, sometimes he's out for like well over 12 hours. He works on the road. He's in different locations. He's not always somewhere like he tries his best to like bring meals to work. And he even like makes his own breakfast at work. Like he keeps food there every day. But sometimes he gets to work and he doesn't have time to make breakfast. He gets called right out to like an emergency, especially this time of year. He's just been working around the clock. He's a utility guy. He works for a water company and pipes are freezing and people's houses are flooding and we just don't see him. The overtime money is great. But it's just, he can't effectively pack 3 meals a day every single day, especially if he doesn't know he's going to be out. So we like need to have some reserve money in there because the poor boy can't starve. But he has been working really hard to like curtail his eating out, and I have been working hard to try and help him, especially lately when I know he's been so much busier. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Alrighty, next up is Netflix, and I'm gonna pull another 16. Now here's my question. Do I want to do just like on the front and then as the front fills up, then fill the back, or should I aim for like 8 per thing, you know? You do. I think I'm gonna do, since 16 can be divided by 2, I'm gonna do 8 per card until I get, so yeah, it goes $20 a month for Netflix, $20 a month for Hulu and Disney. Arlo is $22. That's our security camera system because we live in not the greatest area. T-Mobile is our internet. That's $40. Miscellaneous. I like to have a miscellaneous fund for things I don't budget for. So I'm not like pulling from an emergency fund for like, oh no, we ran out of milk 2 weeks earlier than I expected us to. Like, you know. And for our emergency fund, I usually try to keep that to, oh well, I guess I do keep it to like 20 to 25 per paycheck, but this is per month, so that'll be $50. That's why that looks so high to me. Our town bill is our like water and sewer and trash pickup. Well, go find your banky. Yeah. I don't know where it is. You had one up in your bed. Go look for it. Go look on the table. I think there's one on the table.
What's this?
This is money. It's play money. I'm using it so I don't get confused because I don't have the real money today. Okay?
Is that Gwenny's money?
Yes, it is. You're so helpful. $100 for our dog because we have some growing concerns for her health. Yeah. That's our, one of these is our gas and one of these is our electric. I forget which one's which. And I just saved like an average for them. I don't know. I went with it because they always fluctuate. Verizon is our cell phones, $188. Medical, my daughter goes to therapy every week and she got a new diagnosis and we might be expanding upon that. So we'll see. But I know I need money in there because in an emergency, I would not want her to go without the services she needs. Fast food, setting aside $200 because especially if we're in an extremely stressful situation, I'm guessing there will probably be times when we are not able to cook. So I actually boosted that up more than I normally would. Gas, meaning gas for vehicles. Now that could probably be lower because theoretically if there's an emergency and my husband's not working, he's not gonna be spending as much gas. He's gonna be sitting at home. So, but better to have it than not. Homeschooling fund. I set aside money for our homeschool every paycheck. State Farm is our insurance for all of our vehicles. Groceries, $800 a month, which is very hard to stick to and very upsetting. That's our highest expense after our mortgage, which our mortgage is quite low. And that is why I bought this house, when I bought it, where I bought it, and who knew at that time. We closed on our house like literally the week before or 2 weeks before everything shut down for the pandemic. So we got those really low interest rates. And even then it was like, before then it was a financial move buying this house. And like, we had no idea how good of a move it was. And then after that, there's Stavopoly, which we're not playing yet, but we're going to start again soon. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's how it goes. It'll tumble into the next thing. I think for my fun, I'm going to do 8 on each side. Okay. And that's just one string. I can remember that. Don't let me color a second line, guys, okay? Oh, that actually works out beautifully. I didn't even plan that there's 8 boxes in each line, and I'm doing $16. So that works out to 8 for each card. So I'll have like a beautiful rainbow, you know, until the snowball messes it up. But messes it up, finishes the card. Same difference, right? Oh, this is so fun. I've been watching Pink Plum Budgeting use these cards. She's doing like 3 or 6 months or something like that. I guess she already did the 1 month. I've watched it. It's like my most fascinating one to watch because I love watching it grow. And like, I'm so excited to be like, I'm using all this dead snowball money to set me up for my future instead of to pay back my past. Like, that's just really exciting. I want to never go into debt again. That being said, our cars are both rather old. Both have many, many miles on it. Like my car, when we bought it 2 years ago, already had 120,000 miles on it when we bought it. And yeah, we had to go through quite a lot to get to that. If you want to hear that story in another video, let me know. And my husband's was basically brand new when we bought it. I think it had like 30,000 miles on it, if that. And he has well over 200,000 miles on it now. And I mean, he didn't get it that long ago, less than 10 years. So yeah. It's just been, oh, darn it, I did it again. See? Don't let me talk and do these things at the same time. All right, we're going to redraw the boxes. Ready, set, go. This is how to screw up and then fix your tracker. Welcome to my DIY video of screwing up and then fixing your trackers. And then screwing them up again with the way out. Come on now. I'm gonna let that settle for a second. Okay, that's so much whiteout layers on there now. Let's let that go. And then I'll come in with my little marker.
Whoa!
I just want to fill them all in. My brain is like, there you go. You have all this money, Heather. I mean, I'm doing a lot better than I was, but I don't have all this money, brain. Stop thinking I do, please, because then you'll start spending again.
You can't get down.
But yeah, we're an interesting pairing, my husband and I, because he is our earner. He will just work himself into the ground to have more money and be like, I'm going to spend whatever I want. And I'm like, you're working yourself into the ground and you still can't spend whatever you want. So maybe let's fix that. And I'm like absolutely the saver. Which I think a lot of times it's like backwards in a husband-wife duo. Like the wife is the spender and the earner is the saver. I find it kind of funny, but it works out well for us. Okay, we're just gonna leave that ugly one. We're gonna pretend it didn't happen. I'm putting this money up here. Maybe if I go backwards this time. Oh, that's the wrong end. I want the thicker end to color things in. All right, so yeah, I think I've got a couple more cards where each box is only $1. And then eventually to make like it work, I had to up to like $2 or $3 per box. And then I'll have to do some math. That's why I have my calculator out. I wasn't sure if I would need it. I used it before the video to figure out like how much I was putting in each envelope. You can see my little cheat sheet sticky note. Please enjoy the adventurous musical stylings of my 2-year-old. I try really hard not to put them on social media, but I also determined that like my life does very much revolve around them and I'm literally always with them. So I can't keep them out entirely, but I try not to post pictures of them. Every now and then you'll see their hands and you'll hear their thoughts, but I try not to put like their faces on even like my Facebook. And it was a big point of contention with my family where people didn't want to understand or respect why I didn't want baby pictures of my children all over the internet, my children who will someday be adults. We got beautiful. Do you want to show it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is my picture that I made.
She's playing Tetris. We got this awesome Tetris board game for Christmas, and we all love it, but Gwen especially loves it, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and another $1. Okay. And honestly, I don't think I even need these anymore. I think I've got it figured out from here. So I'm just gonna like pop them aside. And I just know that at this point, $16 is going into each envelope. It's more of like figuring out that initial first snowball that I wasn't sure about. Okay. So we're gonna keep going. Do.
That's not the way it goes. I'll fix it. I just broke it.
All right, guys, don't let me continue into the second line this time. You know, it'd be smart if I just like put my sticky note in the way. So I couldn't do that. Watch this. Yay, now I can't color the second line. Doop. Getting smarter. Hack your brain. I don't know, guys, but it's Friday. I'm super excited because Winter Olympics starts today, which I have never really paid too much attention to. But I was trying back in, you know, early winter, late fall to decide what are we going to do for PE for my co-op this winter. And then it finally dawned on me that it's Winter Olympics, and how exciting would that be? And we had our first co-op meeting last week, and when I told them we were learning about the Winter Olympics and how it only happens once every 4 years, they got so unbelievably excited. I love these kids that I get to work with. I love that my family gets to benefit by doing things with such wonderful families and such wonderful kids. And but it was just so fun. Their excitement, like they were like, when I told them what we were doing for PE, which I'm sure they all knew, I'm sure their parents probably already told them, they literally were like screaming excited. It was so cute. and they're all so gung-ho. We had this cute little like opening ceremony. They all made Olympic torches for their craft, and I sorted them into teams, and they had to pick out like which real world country are they going to represent. So in our co-op Winter Olympics, we have Norway, USA, and Spain. Yeah, I keep wanting to say China, but it's Spain. And then, yeah, so today we're all going to get together and we're going to have like a little viewing party and watch the opening ceremony of the real Olympics. Now, these kids are little. They're all like young elementary school. So I don't know how into it they will actually be when it starts. Like, I think they'll probably maybe not find it super exciting, but they're just all excited to see it together and like see what this big event is that we're studying and talking about. And I'm having fun learning about it because I have to learn about it in order to teach it. But yeah, okay, so these ones are still $1. I'm gonna do one row on this and one row on the other side. Yep. We'll start here. Yeah, they're just been so cute and so fun, and they're just literally like the nicest kids and the nicest families, and we have the best moms. And the dads are nice too. I don't know them as well though. But yeah, I'm just very, very grateful to have such a good community in my life, because we've been kind of roughing it and going it alone for a long time in this whole parenting through COVID, trial by fire type of thing that we've been doing the last couple years. Because, you know, my oldest was born in 2019. Then my second was born in 2023, right after COVID had like officially ended.
I was a boy.
You were a boy? Okay, if you say so.
I was.
You were? When were you a boy?
I grew up like a boy.
You grew up like a boy? I'm pretty sure you're a girl.
I was a boy instead ago.
Oh, okay.
I was.
And the other day she was a cat, and the other day before that she was a puppy dog. And what else have you been, Lily? Oh, you were a birdie yesterday. Weren't you running around and flying like a birdie and flapping your arms?
No.
I think you were. You were a really cute birdie. Yesterday we went ice skating for a field trip. It was my oldest daughter's first time ice skating. My little daughter's still too little.
To my friends.
Oh, okay. Wow, this video is actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. This sticky note hack is working out very well for me. So life hack, if you're ADHD and you forget to stop coloring boxes, put a sticky note on it. Okay, these are still $1. And that next one's $2, so I'm going to have to do some math for that. Okay, so I'm going to put 8 into this one, put my sticky note on.
I was flapping my arms.
So then next time that I do this, next paycheck, then whatever envelope's my first envelope will get snowballs. So since I think the first one is entirely filled, then the second envelope will get 16 times 2, 32 off the top of my head. But I don't know that it needs 32. So if that one gets filled up, then that will snowball into the next one. So that's exciting. I might bring some more prop dollars to figure that out.
Can I open this, Mama?
Yeah.
Can I open this?
I don't know, Lily. What is it? No, you can't open that. Thank you.
Open it.
Not right now. Mommy's doing something, okay? You go finish watching Curious George because it's going to turn off soon.
No.
All right. So that's $8. No. Do I have to pause the video? Because you just want me to say no. All right, so I have $8 left. Lily and May, this one is only $1, so that leaves 7 because it was an odd number and I had to do $2. Lily, do not mess up my camera stand. Okay, pause. Okay, we're back. All right, so I had 8, I did 1, so now I have $7 left. Each one is worth $2. So we're gonna say that we're at $3, $5, $7. And then I'm just going to do this halfways. I don't know if that method will always work for me, but that's what I'm going to do for now. Okay. Cool, we're getting into the bigger ones. Alrighty. Okay. Now, $2 means 4 boxes. I keep doing the wrong end of my marker. Doing good, we're almost there, guys. This took longer than I thought it would, but it's so satisfying. Thanks for hanging out with me and celebrating this like super huge milestone with me. 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. And we'll flip over to the other side. Boop. And this one's also $2 square, so we'll also do 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So once again, these budget trackers are from Hey K Budgets. I have not personally watched her channel, but I watched other savers use it, and I really like them. So I went and found them. And thank you, Hey K Budgets. And I'm going to try and watch your channel at some point in, you know, all of my oodles of free time. All right. So these are both also 2, so they get 4 squares each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I almost colored that next one. Did you see me? Did you see my finger like flinch and then me pull it back? Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 16 towards the envelope. I guess it doesn't matter which way I put those 2 in. They're both the same. $200 at $2 a square. All right, gas is now $3 a square. So let's think really hard. This first one is $2. So we're going to be at 2 plus 3 is 5 plus another 3 is 6, 7, 8. So that's just 3 squares today, but that'll be a little more confusing next week. I don't know. I'll have to decide. Am I going to do like a third of a square? That's future Heather's problem. Oh, the other side too. Okay, these are also $3 a square. Oh, see, but now I can kind of figure that out now. So that's going to be 3. And 6. And 7, 8 would be like 2/3 of a square. So how do I want to do that? I'm going to be like 1/3 and 2/3. And we'll just color it in like that. And I'm guessing future Heather's brain can probably figure that out. Hopefully. Okay. Ooh, we're getting into the big ones. Okay, so this is another 3 squarer. This is my State Farm. Alrighty, so we're gonna do 1, 2. So that's $6. 7, 8. Okay, now these are $8 a square, so I get just 1 square for groceries because food is stinking expensive. And we're like all out of pasta, guys. I gotta stock up on pasta, but I hate spending more than like $1 a box for pasta. It drives me crazy. All right, we're on the last one for my mortgage. Yay! All right, the first square is $1. Now this one, since there's only one in the envelope and I budgeted 16 for envelope, this one gets a full 16. So that's really exciting. So this first one is $1. And that leaves me with $15. And so I'm gonna do another 10. So that's 11, and that leaves me with 5, right? Yeah. So in this case, I'm gonna do a half. But in the future, I think I might leave like a Monopoly money in there to like hold the space before I color it, if that makes sense. So like I could take and leave a $5, instead of coloring that halfway, I could like leave a $5 bill in there or a $1 bill, because it won't work out so evenly next time because I won't have that random like $1 square. But yeah, so 10, 15, 16. And that is my first ever month ahead savings. I'm so excited. Okay, how much did we finish our first one? We completely covered our first 2, 3 bills. So next time we'll probably finish this up. Because let's see, there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 16 will go in there. So I'll finish that up and then I will have an extra 5. I think we'll also finish that one up. I don't know. We'll see maybe that one. I can't wait. Okay. What am I looking for? I need to find my tracker. Did I have my cruise tracker in here? No, I think I had it in my pink book. Let me grab it. Sorry for my reach. My mom was really into manners growing up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say sorry for my reach. I should officially say, please excuse my reach. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Okie dokie, here's where we're at. We've got these $100 per circle. And I recently added in $800, I believe. I did a 200 and then a 600. Do I have that written somewhere? I thought I did. I have it written on the back of this. Yep, so we're gonna color in how many? Let's see, 4 circles? No, 800 at 100 per circle, 8 circles. I am definitely gonna switch out this color though, because I'm so sick of coloring thread. What color should we go with? Something beautiful. I feel like I always navigate towards this blue color. I don't know why, but all right, 1. That blends in a lot. Well, it'll be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! All right, so let's see, what do we have? My cruise fare is $2,667. I'm trying to save a total of $4,000-ish, give or take, for extra activities and spending on the cruise. And this is what we have paid for so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 800. 1,600. Plus another 7 is going to be 2,300. So we like almost have the cruise itself that's paid for, and then the rest will just be saving for it. We're getting really close, guys. That doesn't sound right at all. I feel like I did that wrong. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. I will have to double check the stuff with my cruise lady. If you want this tracker, it's on my Ko-fi for free. You can obviously make the circles mean whatever you want. And I have one that's like more general. Like this one is more general. It doesn't have the specific information about like the cruise that I'm going on it, in case you were going for a different one. But yeah, it has been a fun way for me to save up for that. We also like to get some other trips in this year that I can kind of finagle probably some of them into our homeschool budget because we are doing US geography and there's so many great sites to see that are a little ways away. So I would like to see more of them if we can and kind of broaden my children's horizons a little bit. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna go to the bank later and get cash and maybe I'll have some time for some savings games later. But thank you so much for saving with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And I don't know, make good choices, I guess. Okay, bye.